This is a quick and dirty one-take webcam demo of beginner's version of Love Me Do. So before I actually get into it, here are the main moves you're going to be wanting to do. You're going to set up your fingers on one finger per fret on the E string. If you've got a capo, then I suggest you do exactly what we're doing here, but put your capo on fret 5 and do the same moves up here. Okay, so I'm going to come down to here, I'm going to put one finger per fret. 1, 2, 3. And so you play that. Okay, then you're going to pivot those two fingers over to the A string, and over to the D string, and over to the G string. So just doing that move from string to string, just pivoting those three. And those are really the only three things the left hand is going to be doing. So it's either on the A string, the D string, or the G string, or the D string or the A string. D, G. So you want to sit there in front of the TV or wherever and just let your fingers pivot from string to string, but slowly. And back again. Okay. So with that in mind, let's get into it. So we're going to start with Love, Love Me Do. Love, love me do, love. So we'll start with these two fingers on the A string. And most of them, so we've just gone through what the left hand's done. What the right hand's going to be doing, it's going to be either playing 3 strings, okay, 3 strings, or 4 strings. And once it's going to be playing 5 strings. It's not going to be playing 6 strings. So it's going to be playing either 3 strings. So it's worth you just sitting there and just strumming 3 strings, whether you use a pick or your fingers. Or 4 strings. Or 5 strings. Now to your ear, it's not going to sound like the song. But at this stage, we're not concerned about your ear, we're concerned about your right hand being able to play 3 strings, 4 strings, or 5 strings. 4 strings, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. So if I'm playing only 3 strings, then I'm going to rest my pick on the 4th string. Whoops, he says doing exactly the opposite this time. And same if I play 4 strings, I'm going to rest on the 5th string, which is actually the 2nd string, but. And if I'm going to play 5 strings, I'm going to rest on the 1st string. Okay, so your right hand is going to be playing either 3 strings, 4 strings, or 5 strings. And your right hand needs to know the difference, and your ear will also tell the difference. Then on this hand, the left hand is going to be playing with its first 2 fingers either on the A string, the D string, or the G string. Right, so this is going to do 3 moves, and this hand is going to do 3 moves. So it's a matter of just orchestrating them together. But initially, separate them out. Just do this by itself, and just do this by itself. And just getting to the stage where you can say 3 and you only play 3 or 4, and you only play 4 or 5, and you only play 5. Okay? So they're 2 separate things. Left hand, right hand. Now we're going to jump in and put them together. But I really don't want you to overlook the left hand doing the stuff by itself and the right hand doing the stuff by itself, because if they can't do them separately, you're going to have a hard time getting them to do them together. Okay, let's move on to doing them together now, having said that. So we're going to start with laying all our fingers down on the 1 string, then pivoting over the first 2 together. And we want these 2 to move as a team. And the reason is won't be clear in this video, but it'll be clear in the next one. Okay, so I don't want you with this finger up in the air. I want this to support the 2nd finger. So now we start. Love, love me do is the first line. Love, 3 strings. So the first 2 fingers are on the A string, and we're going to play love, 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 love on those 3 strings. Then me, we're going to pivot those 2 fingers over onto the D string and play 3 strings. D, and without changing the left hand, we're going to play 4 strings with the right hand. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. Starting on the A string with the left hand, 3 strings with the right hand. Love, love, shift the left hand over, 3 strings, me, and 4 strings with the right hand. Then, you know I love you, we shift the left hand and play, leave the left hand where it is and play 3 strings. You, then pivot the left hand over to the A string and play 3 strings. No, I, then love, pivot the left hand back and play 3 strings. Love, you is on 4 strings. Then pivot, then without pivoting, play 3 strings. You, no, you, then pivot back the left hand to the A string, then 3 strings with the right hand. I, then pivot with the left hand to the D string, 3 strings with the right hand. Love, then 4 strings without shifting your left hand. You, and then now we're going to play So Please. So, oops, so, just 4 strings on So, so, then 5 strings on Please, 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 and on that please, that part, right, we're going to pivot the fingers 1 and 2 over to the G string, please, there's that note, please, then we're going to pivot back to the D string and play 4 strings, ease, now we're going to play 5 strings on that, ease. Okay, so I'm just going to run through that again. So, 4 strings, please, 5 strings without shifting the left hand. Now we're going to shift the left hand. Then we're going to shift it back, so we played 4 strings. Then we're going to shift that left hand back again to the D string and play 4 strings again. Then we're going to play 5 strings. Please. Just do that bit again. So, first 2 fingers on the D string. So, play 4 strings. Please, play 5 strings. Please, shift a little, shift the 1 and 2 over and play 4. Then take off then shift the first 2 fingers back over and play 4. Then play 5 without shifting the little finger, without shifting the left hand fingers. And then we get into Love Me Do. Love me, 4 strings, love me. And these 2 fingers on the D string, love me. Then shift the 2 fingers back. 2, 5, 4. So now I'll just walk you through this part, I hope, from the beginning. Love 3, love 3, give me 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4. Okay, so that's the quick and dirty, once over lightly beginner's version of Love Me Do, just using the first 3 fingers to move between the chords. That ends this video. Have fun!